Hi folks, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for stopping by to check out the video. This one's going to be different for sure. In fact, I almost didn't make this video, which is one of the reasons why I'm publishing it on a Sunday instead of the usual Friday. But I had an issue with a set of blinds inside the house that I needed to fix, and I got it done. Like I always do, I persisted. But it was not without its challenges. So I was so frustrated by the end of it, I didn't feel like the content was all that great. But I swore to myself when I first started this channel that regardless how these various DIY projects and home fix-it chores and things went, that I would publish them no matter what. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this one. I'll tell you, there's definitely some things that you can learn from this, and at the end of it, I actually kind of sum up what I should have done instead of what I actually did. So stick around to the end of the video, and you'll get some of those tips. But otherwise, it's probably more entertainment value than anything. So let's get started. So we have a bit of an unplanned project today. We recently acquired, well, about 2.5 months ago, acquired a new dog. And he's a sweet little boy. We love him to death. But when we first got him, he had some behavioral issues. And as a result, he decided that a set of blinds in our living room would make a good chew toy. So let me show you what we're going to be dealing with today. Okay, so this is what we've got going on here. It's a set of blinds for a double width window. And you can see one of the blinds has had the end snapped off. And then we've got a couple others here with some chew marks. That one's a little bit harder to see, but yeah, there we go. So we've got 3 slats that are damaged on this set of blinds. Otherwise, the blinds are in good shape. It just so happens, and these are the blinds that were in the house when my wife and I moved in. So it just so happened that the previous owner had left some replacement slats specifically for these blinds. I don't know why they exist. I just know that they do, and they fit these blinds. And that's what we're going to actually end up using. So I'll show you these replacement blinds now. All right, so here's our replacement slats. These are, I believe these are 2-inch slats. And with the holes already made into them. Again, they're ready to go. And I know that they'll work. So it's just a matter of taking the set of blinds off the window and figuring out how to get to those blinds slats that need replacing and going about that. Now, I've never done this, so I really don't know what I'm up against, but I can't imagine it's going to be too difficult. So I'm going to let you follow along while we do this, and we'll see if we have any success at all. So let's get started. All right, so I guess the first thing we need to do is fully open and completely raise the blinds, since we're going to be taking them down. All right. Now we're going to need to remove this valance on top. Should just pop straight off. Famous last words. Actually, yeah, I'm going to try something a little different here. Again, not quite sure how this all fits together. All right, it's time to play acrobat. There we go. Okay. So that takes care of that. We have our little latches on either side. Have those lifted up. And I should be able to just slide this out and take it over to our workspace. All right. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take this wand off. All right. Okay, so we've got our blinds here. I need to release them and actually open them back up. Easier said than done. Well, let's see here. I should add too, there are 4 strings that come out of this because it's such a wide set of blinds, and there is a little device that these are supposed to exist here, and then these strings are supposed to be knotted in just the right place so that when you pull on all 4, the whole thing raises evenly. That little cord pull is missing, so that is something else that we're going to have to fix, but we'll tend to that here once we take care of the blinds. All right, let's see. And I just have to release this. Okay. Well, hindsight tells me it might have been easier if I had just taken these down with them open. But that is, that ship has sailed, so here we go. We got it. All right. As you can see, these blinds have and a lot of the newer blinds these days, you can get, don't have these little holes where you have the string threaded through the actual slat itself. There's pros and cons to that, but I think more pros than cons. These are older, so they do have these. So what we're going to have to do is on the very bottom here, we have a series of little pins or caps, and we're going to have to take every one of those loose and then pull this thread up so that we can release these blinds and get to the ones that we need to replace and slip them out and slip the new ones in. So let's see if we can figure that part out. Okay, so that just comes out. Didn't even need a screwdriver for that. Oh, interesting. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. So that looks pretty straightforward. These pieces are not connected. They just go up in there, and then this cap captures these pieces and just through friction holds them in there. So that seems simple enough. And of course, that's not the piece that runs through the middle. The piece that runs through the middle is actually, well, this is where I think I'm going to need to get a pair of needle nose pliers. So let me get those and I'll be right back. Okay. So in each of these And there's 6 of these caps that go in the bottom here that hold not only the outer and then the backside thread, but the center piece as well. So what we need to do, and that's just pulled in and just knotted. I don't know how easy this will be to unknot. Might be easier to just cut that end off and just re-knot it. It's just nothing more than a half knot. My only concern about that is that it won't let the blinds go all the way down if I shorten this at all. So I'm going to see what we can do here. And I realize this is probably next to impossible to see what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to untie this little knot. And boy, it is tight. So maybe if I grab... Yay, we got it. All right. So a little bit tedious, but we were able to get that unknotted. Now I just need to do that actually only 3 more times. 2 of these, I don't know if it just unknotted and slipped through, but 2 of them I don't have to do that too. So let me go ahead and I'm going to get that piece done, and then we'll come back and with the next step. Okay, so we've got all of those strings loose. So now what we have to start doing is removing these slats, including our bottom rail, until we get to the first piece. Well, actually, until we get to the uppermost piece that we have to replace. So I'm going to try and organize this a little differently. There we go. So we're just going to... should just slide out. Actually, we don't necessarily need to take these out. We can leave these in now that I see how this works. So let me put this back in. We'll call this practice. Okay, so now I should be able to just go to our uppermost piece here, and we want to pull this center string out. So far, this is proven not to be difficult. A little on the tedious side. All right. So I think we'll replace these one at a time. So that's the first one that needs to be replaced. And there's no real up or down or front or back to these. Just want to make sure we get that threaded back through where we removed the other one from. So far, so good. Okay. All right, we'll move our next one here. Okay. And then we have our broken one. Okay, so that's got them threaded back through. Now we just kind of have to go in reverse order of what we did in order to be able to get the old slats out. And the first thing we're going to have to do is start threading, and we've got 1, 2, 3, we have 4 strings that we need to thread right down these little slots that are in the slats themselves. So let's start here on the end. And there's nothing scientific about this. We just have to run the string. All right, now. So we have to run this string back through here, and we just need to put a half knot back in this. Just like that. Whoops. Not just like that. I forgot the bottom rail. So let's undo this. Okay, so here's our bottom rail. And we need to run this string through there. Now, run that through, get our knot back in this piece. And then we pull the front and back. Here we go. Now the good thing about this is these outer strings have a little bit of a crease in them where they were sitting in here. And so it gives us a sense of where they should, how far they should go into this hole. Just about like so. And we want to take our other side here. Much the same way. This is, maybe there's a simpler way to do this. We have these little slots here. All right, we're going to do it like that. Okay, so that's got that one in place. Once we get this thing strung back up, everything should stretch out and look fine. So we just have to repeat that 5 more times, and I think we'll be ready to hang this thing up and see if we've gotten it correct. All right, so I've got this one in place. I'm going to show you as best I can what we're doing here for getting these pieces done. So we need our little cap. So we have our cap here. Lay that right there. Now, in this case, not every one of these has a center string, just the front and back. So for this one, this is a little more straightforward. Just going to put these over the hole. Press our cap in. There we go. Okay, now the next one, we have to run our string through this tiny little hole here. The good thing is the back side of this is bigger, so shouldn't be too big a deal. There we go. And we need another cap. All right. So we got that piece done. Bring our front and back strings over. What I'm doing is just kind of laying those I can't help but think that there is a different way to do this, but this is working, so I'm just going to stick with what's working. All right, there we go. So we got that one in place. Got 3 more to go. Oh, I did not do that. Oh, dang it. Well, now where's my other button? Okay, so there we go. We've got this all put back together. I think. There we go. Just got to make sure we didn't get any slats reversed. Looks like we're good, I think. Oh. All right, so we'll hang this up and see what we got. I hope I didn't get anything crossed up there. If I did, it'll be coming back apart. Oh, I did. Son of a. Oh, I completely missed one here. Fix that. Is it hanging? Okay, here we are, end of job. I got everything buttoned up and back together, and I have all of my issues corrected. So all the slats are now facing or positioned the way they need to be. I did make a number of errors stringing the little or routing the string through the slats. If I were doing this again, I'd leave them right where they're at, and I would maybe just get something down here at the bottom to kind of prop up the bottom rail so that there was a little pressure off of it. But that would have been a lot easier, and it would have prevented me from getting slats turned the wrong way, or even for that matter, it would have helped. A number of times I just flat missed getting the string through the slats. So, but I persisted, and after several attempts, I finally got everything strung correctly. Again, it's not hard. I just did it the wrong way. I would not take the blinds down if I were doing this again. So there you go. Job done. Now without a few bits of colorful language still hanging in the air around the house. But yeah, I'm proud of the fact that I got that fixed. So a lot cheaper than a new set of blinds. So with that, I hope you have a great day, a great rest of your week, and we'll see you again on the next video.